Hello, Invasion Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stardrive 2 Plant Edition with me, BlueAnkylo. And of course the Twitch chat, so you understand what's going on back there. We have a troop transport vessel here that I somehow disconnected from my fleet, which is probably not the best way to do things, so let's try to catch him up. Did I land any here as well? No. I thought I brought more than 4, but maybe I was wrong. Anyway, we are getting very close to what I expect to be some Opteris planets for us to conquer. I would actually be fine and happy if this colony ship manages to colonize the belt, and then we can capture that as well. In other news, I noticed on my scouting a crystal-ish asteroid belt, which is probably a crystal mission. So it'd be nice to go explore that and see what's going on. I also realized that I have a hero in an unoptimal location at Aerontar. This hero is only for labor, and Aerontar is actually not nearly as good at labor, Aerontar being up here, as the easel belt. So we should move him over, and this is including a 40% hammer buff, so it's probably like a base of 50 or so. If we put him here, we'll crack over 100 hammers, which is pretty sweet. But I was thinking, we want to do this smartly. If I transfer him straight over, I think they will try to take the wormhole, and therefore he will get shot down, which is probably bad. So what I'm going to try to do is ship him down to La Power, and from there, even straight to Easel should be fine. It's less distanced from here to here than from here to here, I'm pretty sure. So, to La Power. Oops. Okay, you're no longer assigned. How do I even move these guys? Oh, I think you just, yeah. You can't, like, manually move them. You have to assign them somewhere else, and then they travel there. There you go. So it will take him 7 turns. He's taking the correct path, and then we'll assign him to Easel once he gets to there, basically. It's kind of annoying, but he shouldn't actually lose too much time. It's going to take like a dozen turns, so it's alright. And other than that, I think we are done. Everything's ready to go. Banks will be nice. I did build a bank up here, right? Yeah. I could consider just putting a university here and being able to switch people over to research, but we're actually about to run out of money, so maybe I should just focus on not going broke. Definitely going to want that infantry base. We're definitely going to want biosphere and orbital habitat. We're going to want a bank. This is ultra poor. This one is going to be all about research, certainly. It'll have a population of 13. And then, oh, I could have controlled him. I got some chat telling me I could have also just picked him up like a troop transport, and then controlled him from there. That would have been nice too. I'll do that for the second step if I remember. But yeah, this planet's not going to really worry about building fleets or farming, so it'll be a research eventually. Once we get the base, the bank, and increase our population size, then we'll switch to research. In fact, yeah, we'll put a little bit more into research here just in general. It'll keep the pollution down, although basically, I think I talked about this earlier, it's not a linear exactly formula. That cost us 4, that cost us 3, that cost us 4, that cost us 4, that cost us 4, and that cost us 3. So sometimes it costs a little bit more than others. I don't know. I'm not going to do all the math to figure it out. Alright, so I wonder if I can just control him. Oh, you know what? You can just control him anyway. Sweet. Don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, so if I had just... Yeah, okay. That's why I was being careful. I didn't want him to automatically take that wormhole, so we're fine as long as I can manually move him. No problem. Does he have a special ship? I actually don't even know. It's non-combat vessel, so I don't believe so. Maybe the other guy does. This one is warrior, at least. That's just ground combat. Yeah, this guy is pretty... He only does... I mean, it says Fleet Admiral, but I think that just means he's on the fleet. It's like all he can do is labor, whereas some of them can. They have special ships and stuff. Alright, let's check this out quick. On to the Moneymaker, which is fine. This is not ultra-rich, so this is not going to be like a ship-developing planet, really. It could, but it's not as good as the other ones. So we'll probably just leave them on trade goods for the most part. They could also do research, I suppose, but I mean, we are a bit short on the money. I'll try to get like a research-focused planet before too much longer. Okay, we might have avoided the colony ship, so we'll probably take this planet over first and then go clear that. Or actually, it'd be smarter to take this out and then take their homeworld and then clean up their little baby colonies at the end. And we've got everything ready to go here except for the troops to actually capture a planet. But we should move into position to blockade and just destroy any ships they build quickly before they can build up another fleet. Last episode we had an amazing fleet combat. Yeah, this is nothing I can do about that right now. I don't have the ships to go destroy that. Yeah, I know, Fanny. The problem is money. Every aeroponic farm is worth 2 upkeep, and I don't really want to pay 2 upkeep for a bunch of asteroid belts right now. Freighters are cheap. Like, I can build freighters really, really easily. Alright, they've got Lambda seeds. Oh, thank you. Thank you! This is a great planet for us to steal. Abundant normal G is pretty average. Medium tundra. It's not like an amazing... It's a good average planet, but the Lambda seeds are amazing. How many do we have already? It's Protophil. What does Lambda look like? I'm sure I have some. Yeah, okay. So we'll get our resource exploitation bonus here. This will let us grow quicker, as well as more food per farmer. Yeah. That's why we don't need aeroponic farms. LaFlower continues to improve. Rich planet means reasonably likely that I'll turn this into a ship-producing planet. More likely than research. Well, rich... Once I hit rich, I will either do trade goods or ships. When it's like normal or poor, it'll almost certainly turn into research or farming, depending on how fertile it is. Okay, so they've got 3 ground troops and no starbase, which is really bad for them. And I've got bombs. Oh, but their population is very, very low. Okay. What I wanted to do was target the ground troops with the toxin bombs, and I could, but it will destroy the colony, and then I'll have to just colonize it myself rather than capturing it, because if I even do 1 bomb, this will kill the entire colony, basically. So, we're going to not do that. This place is growing nicely. Biospheres will be good. I'm not really in a rush for biospheres, so I'll continue to focus mostly on research. Yeah, everything's good. Oh, I ran out of money. Other than the money. Other than the money, we're good. Alright, we will want this starbase for sure. This place is not very powerful, so everything gets built slowly here. Another good research opportunity eventually. Lots of population. So we'll want to set that up. I mean, we'll get all this stuff in there eventually. Oh, they're not colonizing anything. Well, we'll have to remember that. Before we go for the Latinium, remember to kill this giant crystal fleet. Yeah. Alright. Also, there is a wormhole we should check out before too long. Got an enemy fleet coming in. we got? One graviton beam ship. I've never fought a graviton ship before. One of the things they did is they've updated the fleet designer for AI, the ship designer. So I'm seeing some ships I haven't seen before. Cool. Not that one of those is going to cause any problems. Anyway, yeah, we ran out of money, so I forgot to up the taxes a little bit. Upping the taxes will decrease the production everywhere, but that's just the way it's got to be. Unless I can get some more trade. I've got 3 planets focusing on trade goods / asteroids, but I think we're only trading with 1. Yeah, 8 turns, no turns, nothing. Yeah, it would be much better if we had a bunch of trade deals going on. Hey, Spiller? Let's see if it's possible. Well, he's got tolerance room, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually buy any kind of trade rates out of him. We were 11 turns off of medium. Theoretically, we could try to fit in a small, but we only have 14 available tolerance. That's probably not even enough for a tech. That would cost us 11 approval everywhere, which is too much. I'm not giving him that. I might be able to give him something... Depends on how valuable this stuff is for him. Protofill is only for pollution. So he would take this deal. We would make money. But we would lose out on a bit of production thanks to the pollution. Yeah, it might be worth it. I don't know. He would not take the Bacta route because he needs a 60% margin, which means he needs to make about 120 instead of just 100 value profit. How much? Oh, I have no money, of course. And the big problem is I have no room for a trade treaty to make it nice and even. You know what? I will give him some protofill. It's only for the same length as the trade rights, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Maybe I could get a couple credits off of him. Not even 1, huh? Oh, tolerance, right. Something for... No, there's probably nothing he'll give for that cheap. Whatever. It's not a great deal, I would not say, but it should help us straighten out the economy a little bit. Yeah, that's a lot more money. And I may even, instead of eliminating the Opteris, I may just push them down to 1 planet and then just force them into some trade rates for 50 turns. Because I could use the money. We'll go for this for a couple turns and then we'll bring the taxes down. The bank will help a little bit. A very little bit. We're building a lot of things with upkeep. That's the trouble. Unless you can keep trade rights going with your neighbors, once you start filling up all your colonies, it gets very expensive. And you end up basically having to do taxation. Or, I guess there's another option other than taxation. We could rush for food production instead of taxation. It's almost equivalent in the long run. Instead of working on building ships and stuff, you're farming instead of researching or building. But anyway, I don't think I can actually bombard these guys without destroying them. In fact, if I don't capture this place very quickly, it's just going to starve itself to death thanks to the blockade. So let's do some ground combat. 4-3, we should be fine. I don't think the Opteris Hive are particularly strong in melee, or in ground combat, but we'll see. They're not bears, anyway. So they've got 40 HP, this guy's got a knife, this guy's got a knife, and this guy's got... So there's 1 with a rifle, and 2 guys with knives. 2 bugs with knives. We'll be fine. So, we actually have a rock kind of in the way. They'll probably path around that rock, so I want to put my defenses kind of up in the top corner. We've only got 1 shield guy? Well, we'll put a shield up here, and we'll get everyone ready to sort of team up around here. Always let the AI come to you. What, he didn't even move? Well, if you don't bring a gun to... this guy, they're dead. If they don't even bring a gun, there's no way they're going to win with 2 guys with knives. Okay, one more turn, they'll be in range. And let's start kicking butt. Well, yeah, it's fine. Let's at least make sure we kill one on the first turn. Good, and we'll save up a little bit of action points for these guys for next turn. Our little hover plants are doing amazingly well. Shot at our shield, that does not stop anything. Now technically we could do some fun here. Yeah! Sonic Wave. I love this Sonic Wave. The Sonic Wave is overpowered. Even though I couldn't shoot you with a laser rifle, we were able to kill you with passive long-range piercing. Ah, look at that strategy, guys. We could have won that with 2 plants. We didn't need 4. Alright, that's 1 down. There might be sexy aliens in here. You haven't met all the species yet. So we yes! Chad is gonna love this! We stole graviton beams! That's not what I wanted to steal, but I'll take it. So we start with a drone. One of the nice things here is these guys don't actually, well, they might use food, but they don't reproduce on their own. They start with a shipyard and an infantry base. But they shouldn't grow on their own. We should get plants rather than robots here. If you want robots in the long run, you basically need to build a charging station, which we probably don't have the tech for because it's kind of unique. But we'll start up sort of this default initial tech, and we'll have to ship some plants over to get this place really growing. All the normal stuff. Maybe a university, we'll decide later. This place, lambda seeds are nice. I can't argue about that. That should have upped our food production as well by a significant amount. So we probably need less workers back on Sporl to feed everyone. Well, you have to have an even number of workers or they starve due to rounding. Good. I mean, it is worth more money. You can see that translates into $5. But it also shaves off 4 turns on the biosphere, so that's fine. Alright, graviton beam. So we want to make sure we don't forget our troops here. And let's head over to the next planet. They're pretty sure this will be their homeworld over here. And because we destroyed the big fleet last episode, they've got nothing to stop us, basically. Good. As it should be. This is another freighter taking a horrible path. We'll fight this one out, but it's almost this is guaranteed. I don't think a graviton beam ship has any chance on us. The Poison Ivy is a non-combat vessel. Spore Cannon is always good. The Legless Elephant is our carrier. And the Laser Flower is our fighter defense, basically. So what is this thing gonna do? You've got graviton beams. I mean, you've got a lot of graviton beams and a lot of armor, but I don't know. I don't think he's got any chance at all. Let's send in the bees. As he gets closer, well, it's actually going to take a while. He's a very slow ship. Let's wait till he's in range of the mass drivers at least. He's almost in range. Let's get going. By the time the fighters get there, he should be in range of the mass drivers. In fact, let's just help them out a little bit. This guy is just for defense, really. We're not using him right now. Alright, let's see. What you got? So he's using graviton beams on us. I assume those are the yellow beams. I've never used them before myself. We're probably using a few fighters, at least. Yes. not really sure this thing has any kind of power at all. The mass drivers would tear him apart. Yeah, he's actually doing pretty good against the fighters. I'll give him that. But, you know, the mass drivers are overpowered. If we do get enough kills with fighters, the carrier will actually get some special commendations eventually. But yeah, that was a little lackluster. Fly like a bee, sting like a bee. Yeah, my fighters did not have enough deflector dishes. That's why the graviton beam caused too much damage. Okay. I'm not going to ship over plants at the moment. We're not going to ship over civilians until the war is complete, basically. Oh, Cordrazine. I don't know about these guys. They do have tolerance now. We have a medium trade access for 5 more turns. It might be worth just trying to negotiate a large deal right now. That way we'll be making a bit more money, and it's another 50 turns. Rather than using up all of our tolerance right now, and then in 5 turns having no trade at all. That makes sense to me. I don't really mind giving you biospheres. You build them on the planets that I'm about to conquer. That's perfect, actually. I'm currently researching that. That's pretty expensive. How about you just give me a little bit of money? You don't really have much. Fine, we'll just take trade rights. That's too much. He needs such a profit margin on hard difficulty. Oh well, this will make us more money. It's fine. Alright, we actually need more freighters because we keep getting them shot down. So, Sporl has a building, in case you guys have forgotten, somewhere in here. Shouldn't be too far in. Trade Guild, there you go. It's half price to build freighters here. Although, I'd actually rather get that here at the Easel Belt, because Easel has maximum production. So let's... The first, I don't know how many freighters we build here will cost 50, but once we get that Trade Guild here, they will drop it down to 25. Oh, this guy, you're not supposed to farm here. Get that bank going. We're making positive money now. We're actually going to bring the tax down. In fact, no, 1% tax. That's a pretty significant increase from 0 to 1. 12 bucks, 12 space bucks. So we'll go with that. 1% tax. It's a very I don't know what kind of government we run in space plant land, but we're pretty fair, right? Okay, these guys are going to try to go for peace, but they're only... See, I think this is another thing about the AI that needs to be revamped a little bit. They don't really offer enough on the peace deal, because if I wanted even, you know, trade out of him, well, for one, he doesn't even have enough tolerance for that. But even if I wanted a small trade right, he's not willing to give up that much. In fact, he's only willing to give us about 10 value or 15 value in money. So I would have to also offer him trade rights to get trade rights back. Which would make us a lot of money, but, like, seriously, no. I'm going to take your planet. So this is the 0 system. I see back to route, which sounds good. Holy, look at this planet! This is amazing! Huge, Terran. Heavy G is bad for production. But this will be an amazing farming planet, because it's Terran and huge. Look at the size. We could have 30 people here. And then back to route is also very good. Wow. Yeah, as if this guy is going to get any peace. And then a rich Terran? Yeah, forget that. I'll be taking your planets. That's... How has this guy not expanded more? He has got a brilliant first system. And he's barely done anything with it. Well, that's his fault. It's our gain. Food shortage? What do you guys... What's the problem? Oh, I think that was just leftover because it was starving before we, It's probably just leftover. Or we might not have enough freighters, right, that's the problem. That's the problem. The freighters they sort of prioritize trade before they go to food. Yeah, they'll fix it in a turn or two. Oh, I'm happy to see this planet. Oh, wow. Okay, they've got a star base. The thing is, mass drivers, like, one-shot... Well, not exactly one-shot. But they hard counter star bases, in my opinion. Fighters are also very good against them, but... mass drivers are just... It's not even fair. So we'll actually start with our... Well, we'll probably end up retreating the Poison Ivy. I don't want it to accidentally get shot down. But let's... If he shoots missiles, the laser flower will help defend. We've got a huge radius on our mass drivers, so we can actually pull these guys to the back of the zone. Yep. It's our first starbase attack, I believe. I do have a shipyard in an asteroid belt. And the legless elephant can kind of hide... Actually, I'll just put him in the middle. The legless elephant, I believe, has quite a lot of point defense on it. Okay, before anything too crazy happens, you guys kill that. And prepare the fighters. Alright, should be good. Now, he obviously has mass drivers as well. So we have to be a little bit careful on our point ship. But yeah, we're going to just punch through this guy, well, instantly, basically. Shields are still holding on the laser flower. The starbase is down to orange. The fighters will finish it off if it's... Yeah, didn't even make it. Not even close. The Sith Empire probably did. Pretty sure they had a desert planet somewhere with a very large shipyard as well. Although in this game, deserts don't... Unless it's an ultra-rich desert. Okay, now these guys have a proper infantry defense. I probably could win 4 to 6, but this is essentially why we bring the bombs. Just keep an eye on their population so you don't totally eliminate it. Unless you want to colonize it. They're out. I actually want to do one more. I just don't want them to grow in population accidentally. So there shall be one robotic drone left on the ground. All of their troops are dead. We finish researching because it's technically the end of the turn. We shall now capture it without any risk. And, yeah, this is a really good one. So this one gives us just +1 level to all of our ships that we construct. Amazing tech. Very good. Alright. And the planet comes with the infantry base. The charging hub, this is very expensive. We will get rid of it before too long. But it allows this guy to... It allows the robots to not require food. Tempted just to destroy it right now. Automated factory is awesome, though. This is actually a really good planet. Insanely powerful. I don't know why they had like 4 population here. They should have maxed this place out instantly. We don't even need biospheres for a very long time. We'll need the urban infrastructure for sure. It's going to be humongous. This is a Terran planet. Yeah, we're probably going to do farming here, actually. Yeah, that Lem to Seed bonus is overpowered. That's great. But we'll try to speed up production a little bit with the 1 worker for now. So seeing as I'm going to basically want to go farming, we'll get those going. Might be that order. Farming last. We want to get all the production out of the way first. But yeah, this planet is great. Very happy to have that. They've built themselves a mass driver vessel. Good on you, AI. That was smart, but it's too little too late. Because I captured it, my ground forces didn't land, basically. If you have to do ground combat, they basically auto-land, but if you just capture it via clicking the button, they don't land. But you can't actually capture it unless you do have ground forces, so if you didn't bring one troop transport, you would have to have just bombed it to death. You couldn't actually capture it. Anyway, we'll do one more turn probably for this episode. Oh yeah, I need to build that urban infrastructure all over the place. So we could start rushing towards battleships, battle stations, or more armor, which sounds really dumb compared to the options. But it's pretty expensive on research, and we're only getting 94 points a turn. Let's get this military antenna, now that the game has made up the decision for me. I got the other tech for free, the +1 experience. So let's just get this out of the way, because if I want a bigger fleet, I will want to build military antennas all over the place. You know me, I want more ships, bigger fleets. And yeah, Shminshkin, totally. I loved midichlorians. That was my favorite part. Let's queue up instantly this urban infrastructure. It's expensive, like it's got a lot of upkeep and it takes a lot of production to build. But on a large planet where you're getting minus 30, 40, 50% overcrowding, it's a huge approval buff. We'll definitely want it on our largest planets. Alright, one more turn. Just one more turn. I don't know why I was auto-targeting that freighter. I'm pretty sure I said go to the planet. Alright, let's see if they can stop us. Somehow, I don't expect that they're going to get very far. So what do they have defending here? I didn't even check. Right, the mass driver vessel, a little baby rocket ship, and another little baby flak ship. So they can shoot down our missiles if we had any, and they can shoot some rockets at us if we get close. Honestly, this is going to go about the same as the last one, I betcha. At least this time I'll be able to use the fighters to kill the mass driver ship. We'll want to focus it down first. Alright. On your marks, get set, go! Make sure this thing dies right away. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna want to watch this. Yeah, they've got the right idea with the mass drivers. Let's power the shields. We don't have enough energy. I didn't put enough nuclear reactors on it to actually do full shields. Come on, just kill it quickly before our flower takes any damage. Oh yeah, it's dead. Good. We'll let the laser flower deal with the little ships and start working on the starbase. Yeah. Well, the mass drivers killed it before I could reselect. I'm sorry, Hurst. Midichlorians was the best thing they could possibly have added to the Star Wars universe. Its only challenger is pod racing, probably. I don't know how long I can keep this up. I don't think we got any good commendations lately. You can see you actually get individual experience for all of your little fighters. I'm not sure if it sticks around. They probably do, but they tend to get shot down pretty quickly, so they don't really level up a whole lot. Plus, there's like 1 million of them, so the XP is sort of split. Well, we might have to do a second turn. Oh no, we got it. Ah, well this one's got lots of base population, so... Oh, all of their ground forces melted. And also most of their civilians. Oh, we're gonna have to wait another turn. We ran out of bombs. We're gonna bring them down to 1, because I don't want to deal with robots. I want plants. plants are better. We could capture it right now, I understand, but I'm not going to. Alright, looks like they may still have one more planet over there. But, oh, Jar Jar. Oh, man, I think I blocked him out of my memory. That's how bad that one was. Okay, in turn. Freighter fleet's starting to catch up. There you go. See, I said we get a trade guild before too long. So the easel system, especially once I get this guy, it's going to be just production. It'll be able to produce so many freighters, you guys won't know what to do with yourselves. Right now, 25 hammers, they can produce 3 per turn. I bet you it'll be at least 4 once that guy gets there. We caught a human spy, as is typical. Dirty humans. Let's continue bombing the one planet. Too many civilians here. Takes about 2 bombs per civilian. There. Totally fine. I'll be taking that. And we got plasma cannons for free. Nothing that expensive, that amazing. It's not really what I wanted from them, but it's better than nothing. This planet comes with a Molo farm. Now, this is interesting. This does give us 1 more food per farmer. Hold on 1 second. Got tabbed out by some random script on Firefox. Right, so this thing gives you approval penalty, but it does make farming more efficient. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those or not. This planet is unlikely to be a farming planet. Now that I have an abundant Terran that's large, I'll probably get all of our food from there. And then this place might be more production related. I really want to steal his automated factory tech. It's a very expensive planet for upkeep. Between the charging hub and everything. We'll do some micro on that later on. For now, I'm not going to worry about it too much, but we are going to have to do a little bit of sort of fixing up on some of these planets we're conquering. Some of them have too many upkeep buildings that I'm not going to want. Alright. So, any more techs? Like, sometimes, when you've really beaten down a nation, or a faction, you should be able to get a really good peace deal out of them. That's a little bit better. He's actually got a lot of tech, so, like, once we destroy him, these techs are sort of lost in a way. That would be nice. That would be really nice. That's questionable. It would be really good on our farming planets. And we really would like that as well. That's very expensive. I don't know. I'll decide that later. We need to wrap the episode up here anyway. And he's obviously got 1 planet left, so we can steal 1 more tech, but it's probably not the one we're going to want. So we'll consider allowing him to peace out, maybe, but let's end the episode here for now, and we'll see you guys on YouTube next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.